Well, as those of you in long-lasting relationships would know, it doesn't always go to plan, especially when you're travelling together. This is a song I wrote when I got lost in Chillago, which isn't a very big place.
Quite a feat to get lost in Chillago. There's only one road.
Yeah, one crossroads and no traffic lights. But I got lost nonetheless and came home back to the motel with this song. Well, that's my story anyway.
You stole it from someone, didn't you?
At the crossroads of love where I sit every night. Traffic is heavy, but they won't dim the lights. You said you'd meet me at midnight, but you won't say which day. So I sit at the crossroads, everyone's way. Down at the crossroads of love. At the crossroads of love, where every light's green. It's hard to describe all the chaos I've seen. I still got the choice to go back where I've been, and all of the crossroads which lie in between. You said I drove him crazy, so I just drove away. Now I sit at the crossroads in everyone's way, and I look for direction in the stars high above. Down at the crossroads of love. Face in the mirror, I see your tail lights ahead. You only just made it, the lights turning red. Down at the crossroads of love. At the crossroads of love, where every light's green. It's hard to describe all the chaos I've seen. Still got the choice to go back where I've been, and all of the crossroads was lying between. She said I drove him crazy, so I just drove away. Now I sit at the crossroads in everyone's way, and I look for direction in the stars high above. Down at the crossroads of love. Down at the crossroads of love. That's one of Helen's favourites, and we thought we'd indulge her by actually starting off with that one.
I really relate to that song. I feel like I spent the first half, 15 years to 25 years at that bloody crossroads. Lost.
Those of you who listen to Australia All Over might have heard this song a bit. It's quite an old song really, but Mac has taken to playing it again because it's about the drought. And if you do listen to Mac, we're going up to Toowoomba next Sunday to doing an outdoor broadcast. So you may hear this song, it depends what he wants us to play.
It also depends if it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm rarely up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
My only claim to the veracity of this song is that I was a rural reporter for a country paper for about 5 years in a very bad drought.
Brown.
I was out there on my tractor, stirring up the dust, when the bank manager drove up and told me how I must make a minimum repayment at midnight on the 3rd, and then he circled around the silos like a predatory bird. He leaned out of the window, gave me one piece of advice: you'd better go down the coast and have one last roll of the dice. If it doesn't rain soon, mate, I'm gonna move back to the town. Well, the wife was was making pumpkin scones, it's all there was for tea. And I washed them down with homebrew and I watched the ABC. They say old Nino's here to stay and I can't prove them wrong. We ought to get old Bill Scott out here and sing that bloody song. The wife's got the bills out.
Which ones will I pay?
The one with the lawyer's letter, pay that one today.
If it doesn't rain soon, mate, I'm gonna move back to the town. The bank manager's back again, smiling with his teeth. He's got me mortgage in his briefcase, a handgun underneath. He let us keep some personal things, a toothbrush and a comb. I ripped the badge off his LTD as he moved into me home. We're walking off the land through the gates with the family name. Too tired and depressed to even think about the shame. If it doesn't rain soon, mate, I'm gonna move back to the town. You bloody know it, it's pouring down outside, drumming down on the country pub where we've come to reside. Saw myself on the ABC, walking off our old farm. The reporters called us battlers with an empty-headed charm. That film of the bank manager's kids playing in the dam. I'm having a bit of a job here, remembering who I am. If it doesn't stop raining soon, I'm gonna move back to the town.
Wife's asleep in the back of the ute, she's curled up with the dog. We're off to Gundawindi, there's a harvester in the bog. They're paying me to salvage it and get ready for the spring. It's hard to start all over again when you've lost everything. But I've still got the missus, she stuck by me through the drought. And that's the end of my story, mate, it's your turn to shout. Someday when things get better, we're gonna move back to the town. Someday when things get better, we're gonna move back to the town. Not that we have a theme or anything, but the next one happens to have some water in it as well. And
Well, it had some water.
it had some. Hopefully it'll have some again. Actually called The Last Waterhole, which oddly enough is the name of our latest CD, which is available at the shop.
It's got a picture of me on the front sitting at the Combo Waterhole where Banjo Patterson reputedly wrote Waltzing Matilda. On the edge of the new eastern desert, where cattle once did wander, the swaggy lays is packed down by the road. He'll wait a long time for a ride out there, lips burn dry by the salty air, on the plains where the Condamine River flows. On the plains where the Condamine River flows. Skin burned black by the wind and sun, he carries a knife and an empty gun. His only book, The Theory of Control, left his mark on a solitary tree, a survivor and a refugee. He's a traveling man with no caravan, searching for the last waterhole. He was searching for the last waterhole. They say there's life in the new eastern desert, past the shipping wrecks and flotsam from the great tsunami of 2043. The spinifex grass among the dunes, survivors of the last typhoon. In August he found a eucalyptus tree on the plains where the Condamine River flows. Skin burned black by the wind and sun, he carries a knife and an empty gun. His only book, the theory of control, left his mark on a solitary tree, a survivor and a refugee. He's a traveling man with no caravan, searching for the last water hole. He was searching for the last water hole. These dreams of a new eastern desert, where cattle once did wander, fade as he lays his pack down by the road. Breathing hard, awake in the sweat, relieved to find it hasn't happened yet. On the plains where the Condamine River flows, on the plains where the Condamine River flows, on the plains where the Condamine River flows.
I would like to sing an oldie but a goodie. This would be a big hit if more people bought the CD. Oh, it's up there, by the way. It's called Caught in the Net.
It was a minor hit in 2000, yeah. I always thought it would be an overnight wonder, but it just keeps on going. I had an ABC producer ring up one day and wanted to copy the song because she was doing a segment on why people take their iPads to bed. That's not so long ago.
My love is on the internet again. He said he'd come to bed soon, but he never tells me when. He's out there surfing somewhere with imaginary friends. He's a little fish in a big pond, but pond may you at the end. My love is on the internet again. I fear some horny geek girl is messing with his brain, for the net's an open sewer and he's peering down the drain, printing out the porn page while I sing this sweet refrain. Why won't you come to bed with me? We could yahoo all night long for free, make a real connection if we try. But every time I hear that modem squeal, like a lover's cry that's not quite real, I put a bookmark in my paperback, think about the things I lack and dream about a real-time guy. My love is on the internet again. I wish he'd kept his motorbike, we had more in common then, but he's moved away from maintenance and he's given up on Zen. Now he follows the money markets and the fortunes of the end. Oh, the information highway is an easy road
beyond. Kerouac could have traveled it without ever leaving home. It's like a message in a bottle, swept up on the sand.
But there's a million bottles on the beach, each with a unique message of its own. My love is on the internet again. His cyber infidelity indelibly ingrained. I left him with the phone bill, he left me standing in the rain. He even took the laptop where I wrote this sweet refrain. Why won't you come to bed with me? We could yahoo all night long for free. Make a real connection if we try. But every time I hear that modem squeal, like a lover's cry that's not quite real, I put a bookmark in my paperback, think about the things I like and dream about a real-time gun. It's not true. I spend more time on the net than he does.
Oh, yeah, I actually wrote that originally for a man to sing, but then it got purloined. I was doing some research on the NBN and Australian internet capabilities all around. You know, there's still 97,000 people rely on dial-up in 2018. Could be an old figure, but...
What changed?
It's a new song. It's kind of topical, but I didn't really mean it to be topical. It's just there's a police down in Gippsland arrested a guy for poisoning a whole bunch of wedge-tailed eagles. Just not long after I wrote this song about wedge-tailed eagles, having nearly hit one on the outback road because they come down and feed off the carrion, the side of the road, and because they're so big and ungainly when they're on the ground, they often become
Bit like me, really.
victims.
Jumbo dead of a bird, eh?
This is a dead new song, this one, brand new. Wedge-tailed eagle on the side of the road, once when feeling made a fatal mistake. You can hear the road train coming, but it's too slow to move. A cloud of bones and feathers in its way. A cloud of bones and feathers in its way. Wedge-tailed eagle, another one gone, soaring on the thermal, singing its song. Cameras and focus, and it flew out of sight. The eyewitness left helplessly staring. The eagle's endangered, lost its fine hunting skill, used to looking out for fresh roadkill. If the crows and the kites don't mind sharing, if the crows and the kites don't mind sharing. Wedge-tailed eagle's unfavourable press brought a price upon its head based on a rumour. They feed lambs from the flocks down below, said farmers who'd lost their sense of humour. In the 50s it was so, but the eagle didn't know of the price upon its fine noble head. Soaring up there on the thermals, hunting rabbits and hares. Or the injured feral cat on its deathbed. The injured feral cat on its deathbed. Wedge-tailed eagle, another one gone, soaring on the thermal, singing its song. Cameras and focus, but it flew out of sight. The eyewitness left haplessly staring. A hang glider was attacked in the air by an eagle who thought he was a rival. They'll attack drones too, and mine workers sad. No one speaks of their struggle for survival. Endangered in Tasmania where the rumours began, still being shot at and poisoned, it's a short lifespan. Shot by shooters who just like to shoot them. The hunters still hunt when it suits them. Wet-tailed eagle, another one gone, soaring on the thermal, singing its song. The cameras in focus, and they flew out of sight. The eyewitness left haplessly staring. The eyewitness left haplessly staring. I actually debuted that at the RSL Music Night in Maloney last week, or the week before, can't remember, but when I was going to sing another song after that, but when I got up she said just do 3, so I had to finish the set with that, and I said, made a mental note, don't finish the set with that song. Yeah, this guy in Gippsland, he's been charged with poisoning 106 wet-tailed eagles between 2016 and 2018. Probably get a fine. In the 1920s, the New Zealand Shipping Company commissioned 3 cruise liners from the John Brown shipyards in Glasgow with the aim of bringing wealthy Poms out to New Zealand and Australia for a good look around, and worked all right for a few years till World War II came around and these ships were requisitioned as for the war effort. By the time the war was over, they were too old and shabby to be given back to the tourism people, so they gave them to the Department of Immigration. And I came out to New Zealand on one of those ships from Scotland when I was 6. It's Donald here, a wee baron. Kind of lost my accent.
Me too.
Dylan's fault.
I'm actually a boat person as well. I came out on a ship called the, I can't remember. Anyway, it was Fijian. And oddly enough, it burnt to the waterline sometime after we got to Australia. Oh, Lakemba, that's what it was.
Lakemba? I've seen a photo of that.
So we're sort of, I guess, technically both people.
Burned to the waterline, didn't it? Insurance fire. It's warm up here.
Life was Spartan in England years after the war. Few jobs, low wages, prospects were poor. No better in Scotland or Ireland too. Uncle Jim emigrated, so we joined the queue. It was life on the prairies or an old Sydney town. Dunedin was mentioned with a worrisome frown. 9 families, 1 bathroom, there's no hard to choose, except for the day they told their parents anew. When the Rangatiki, Rangatani, Rangatata sailed across the sea, they carried troops in the war, then took migrants to the colonies. The Commonwealth of Nations welcomed them with open arms. They brought teachers and tradesmen and labourers to work the farms. My dad said they'll take us if we're breathing and warm. There was ice on the windows, it was a terrible storm. He had one small piece of paper to say who we were. Paid 5 English pounds for the seagoing fare. We all got vaccinations and smallpox scars. Stayed with Auntie in London, watched the changing of the guard. She drove us to Tilbury on a drizzly day, with sad music playing we sailed away. When the Rangatiki, rangatani, rangatata sailed upon the sea. They carried troops in the war, then took migrants to the colony. The Commonwealth of Nations welcomed them with open arms. They brought teachers and tradesmen and laborers to work the farm. People in the new land helped to put us at our ease. They made fun of our accents, but no one called us refugees. So we called asylum in our modest Anglo-Saxon way. Now 1 in 4 is born somewhere else, so they say. There are pictures of her children hanging on the wall, wearing academic gowns, standing proud and tall. Some have been to London, some have been to France. One moved to Manitoba, a refugee romance. Sometimes with her family gathered all around. She thinks of what they got for those 5 English pounds. We work and we save and we give what we can to those seeking refuge from their troubled land. We work and we save and we give what we can to refugees from Sri Lanka and Afghanistan.
From Burma, Iraq, Iran, and Afghanistan.
When the rangatiki, rangatani, rangatata sailed upon the sea. When the rangatiki, rangatani, rangatata sailed upon the sea. When the rangatiki, rangatani, rangatata sailed upon the sea.
Is the MC here? Have we got room for time for 2 more?
Well, she's not here, so we'll keep going.
This is a song by Fred Smith that we really like, and we think everyone should hear a Fred Smith at least once in their life.
He's a brilliant songwriter and has a wonderful knack of bringing world events into a very personalized space. Just married and the world seemed new. Say a prayer, Mary Ann. It was August 1942. Say a prayer, Mary Ann. He was a boatswain on the cruiser Canberra. The young woman's name was Mary Ann. Say a prayer for a lonely sailor. Say a prayer, Mary Ann. In the dark there were children waving. Say a prayer, Mary Ann. To the boys of His Majesty's Navy. Say a prayer, Mary Ann. Set the sail for the Solomon Islands, there to fight for an airstrip at Henderson Field. Say a prayer for a lonely sailor. Say a prayer, Mary Ann. Rainy night and the wind grew somber. Say a prayer, Mary Ann. Anchored north of Manamatomba. Say a prayer, Mary Ann. Round the point of Savo Island, 4 Jap destroyers with their 8-inch guns ablaze. Not a prayer for the cruiser Canberra. say a prayer, Mary Ann. I went down to the beach last Saturday, say a prayer, Mary Ann. Took the nephew for a swim at Manly, say a prayer, Mary Ann. On a bench there among the seagulls, an old woman staring out to sea, say a prayer for a lonely sailor, say a prayer, Mary Ann. Say a prayer for a lonely sailor, say a prayer, Mary Ann. Say a prayer for a lonely sailor. Thank you very much. Thank you, Fred, for writing such a beautiful song. I'd like to finish off the bracket with a tribute to our dear friend Eric, who has passed away in February. He was a great mate of ours, and he really enjoyed Morris dancing. He liked this tune, so we'll finish off with this one.
It's a story about a 100-year-old Morris dancer. I said to Eric one time, he got me up Morris dancing. On my 60th birthday, it nearly killed me. And I said, how long do you plan to carry on Morris dancing? Oh, I'll still be dancing when I'm 100, he said. Which didn't work out that way, but I wrote the song and he loved it. So we've left it a decent interval of time to
sing it without bowling, but we'll see how we go.
There's a Morris tune called Mucky Gumboos that we borrowed.
I mean Morris dances.
January 2049, she received a birthday card from surviving members of the Morris team who held her in high regard. They're saying that 100 is the new 80, that is what the birthday card did say. And it asked her if she'd come and dance up the sun on the 1st of May. On the 1st of May, on the 1st of May, at the top of the hill at the break of day. She danced until she ran out of puff, and they put the hurdy-gurdy away.
From online today, a publication he's never read. Asked how it felt to be still alive when all her friends were dead. When he asked her what it was that kept her going, and she said, how do you play? He put it down to occasional sex and rain on Morris Day.
Oh, Morris Day, around the April she did say. Danced until she ran out of puff, and I put the hurdy-gurdy away.
The new squire of the team was a vigorous man of 37 or 8. He said a centenarian dancer was too awful to contemplate. There's a risk of public liability, he said, not to mention broken hips. When she challenged him to the Upton dance, the smile right on his lips. On his lips it died, on his lips it died, an arrogant smile, self-satisfied. She danced till she and he put the hurdy-gurdy away. dance for a team of six is not for the faint of heart. Young and old they danced, and as they tied took rest on the old brush cart. But there was no rest for the centenarian, no quarter given to the vigorous squire. After 4 hours and 29 minutes they had both begun to tire. Dancers,
They both get tired. Bloody fell the hearty squire. He danced until his hamstrings snapped, and they put the hurdy-gurdy away.
three cheers for Eric. We're doing another round of this tune. Here we go.
Another
One, two.
step dance.
Oh, you're dancing. Oh, we're dancing now, all right.
What we're going to do.
And thank you to Bill Slager.
Thank you very much.
Let's just do that again. A big round of applause for the Goodwills and Bill Slager Morris. Now, while these lovely people are leaving the stage, I'd just like to point out that I have to check how to